Here we have a pre-owned 2019 Acura NSX. Now this one is standard all-wheel drive, sport hybrid. Sorry for the wind noise. But the powertrain consists of a 3.5-liter twin turbocharged V6 mated with 3 electric motors, and all that goes through a 9-speed double clutch transmission. This has a little under 25,000 miles, but to the front end, the styling on this car ever since it came out has just been phenomenal. With the redesign, we have the LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights. It's a phenomenal car, it really is. It looks the part, it does. Now down here, these are gonna be 19-inch forged wheels. These are aftermarket. I like how they match the paint though. Really nice spec here. I like what the previous owner did to it. We get passive keyless entry. Into the door panel here, our memory seat functions. We have one-touch up and down windows on both doors, power door lock controls, rear window lock is there, power mirror controls. And this interior just does not feel cheap at all. Like nothing in here feels cheap, and I love that about this car. At least where where the door panels and the seats are concerned, but I'll show you everything in a minute. Traction control and parking sensors can be toggled there. Now this is to the front trunk area, and then to the rear, there's that gas cap here. Now we have a power seat with 4-way power lumbar support. Now what I thought was interesting about this car is you can't tilt the seat up or down. You can only move it forward and back, and the seat back the same way. So you can't necessarily tilt anything, but again, 4-way lumbar is a nice touch. Now this does include the ELS Studio system, which sounds great, but then again, the previous owner also did something I really like. Who needs that front passenger seat if this is your supercar? So there's a sub over there, and I'll show you a few of those controls here in a minute. But I want to give a huge thanks to Auto Collection of Murfreesboro and Auto Pro Nashville for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. Now I'll pop the trunk, and this is a hybrid. So what this likes to do is kind of go between gas and electric mode, just depending on what you're doing. You can see this is powered by 2 amps. There's the engine underneath there. But I mean, just really good shape. Even the carbon fiber and everything in here is still in great condition. Love the tail lights. There's the exhaust there. Now, not a lot of clearance here, so be careful when you're driving this over potholes and whatnot. But to the passenger side, you get the 4-way power here. You don't get lumbar support on this side. But I do love these seats. And if you look down here, there've been lights added, but there's a 12-volt, and then you get a lockable glove compartment right in here, and then you have your USB port there as well. I believe that's a USB-A. Put this back up here so I don't forget it. Now it's just beeping because I have the keys in my pocket and the vehicle's running. But this is 127 right now. These started stickering, I think, at like 160 or something like that, and it's a steal. It really is. I drove it over here because I needed space to kind of film, and yeah, it's an incredible car. Now, how do I open this? So here's the front. We have a few AC controls and whatnot, and then you get the front mounted electric motors as well. So it kind of helps with that, well, it does help you get that all-wheel drive capability through those motors. But now I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. So LED there. We get them in the side mirrors and then up front as well. But let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat now. So I mean, pretty good space in here for this to be a supercar, I'm not gonna lie. I'm 6'3". This is kind of my seating position, and this is about as far as I can get the seat back. Well, I can tilt it a little bit more, but I mean, leather wrap steering wheel. It's just such a cool car. Now, it is an Acura, so pretty much this looks like a radio out of an Accord. No big deal. Bluetooth audio, and then we also get our FM, XM, USB drive. And this does have the navigation system as well, so you can use that. And then depending on where you are, you can pull up the menu options. Now our settings, you can go in here, system settings. You can fool with all of that, the display. And you can scroll through here when applicable. So change your language there if you want to do that. And those are your options. But again, what you would expect from a 2019 Honda in terms of the radio. A few other options as well. Backup cameras here. Guidelines do follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And then down here, dual zone automatic climate controls. And I really like how they did the buttons here. Cut the whole system on or off there, or hit that climate button and you can adjust the fan speed, fan direction, turn the AC on or off. Now again, this is part of the sound system, so there's a, is that part of the sound system? I don't know what this is. I probably shouldn't be fooling with it. Sprint Booster 3. I feel like that's not part of the sound system, but I don't know. So right here, this is the, excuse me, the controller for the sound system here. We do have a sub right in there, and that's what I was alluding to earlier. 3-stage heated seats for the front. Our drive modes include quiet, sport, and then we do have sport plus, track. So to get into track mode, you do have to do a few things for that. But in sport plus, the engine really comes on. In quiet and sport, depending on what you're doing, the EV mode stays put. It's been using the battery up, and you can see the charge on that right-hand side there, but charges up pretty quickly. But go through your drive modes here. You have your manual mode, drive, neutral, reverse, park. Your brake holds here, your electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. And then right in here, you do have another USB-A port, little storage pocket there as well. But I mean, when it comes to storage, or the hazards there, there's not a lot of it here. You really don't need it. Garage door transmitter. I do like that we have the LED lights, visor, and then we can adjust from miles per hour to kilometers there. And then brightness for the gauge cluster can be adjusted right in here. Now left side stock, headlamps, high beams, and then we have our intermittent wipers over here, one time off, intermittent low, high. We can adjust that intermittent frequency here, pull up here for the fluid. And then over here, volume can be adjusted, click there to mute. And then we do have Bluetooth controls, voice recognition. This goes through the audio sources. And then you can do this to go through track lists or through the sources themselves when you're in that mode. And then once you're in there, you can go through the stations or whatever. Trip meter can be toggled here, and you can see in the bottom right-hand corner whether you're an A, B, or the odometer. And then your cruise, you can turn that on here, adjust the speed, cancel. And then this goes through the middle part of the gauge cluster there. You can see tire pressure monitors, oil life, range, etc. But I'm ready to drive this thing. So push button start. And then finally, here are the key fobs with remote start, or not with remote start, but with a key in there. And you just hit that switch here, and that takes the actual key out if you need that for whatever reason. Got ahead of myself, but now let's go ahead and take this 2019 Acura NSX out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this NSX here, it's something else. I've had it in the quiet mode. I'm gonna put it into the sport mode now. Quiet mode is pretty much just for beating around the parking lot, things of that nature, because you want that battery full to get you the maximum power output when you're wanting to give this thing a pull. But there's nothing like when you come to stop, you're in the EV mode, and then that V6 just, it awakens. It really does, like a monster almost. And that's one of the cool things about having an engine like this with auto stop is, it's a sleeper, and then you pull up to somebody and it just goes whoom. And the engine sound is great. It's just, this is probably my favorite car that I reviewed. I haven't even actually reviewed it yet, but just driving it over to this place, it's like 2-mile drive. This is actually a throttle booster, or like a throttle controller, so that's what that is there. And yeah, you're just getting the maximum output from this powertrain. Again, 3 electric motors paired with a 3.5 twin turbo V6. Can't go wrong there, especially in a car as interesting as this. The looks are phenomenal. The overall drivability is just great. It's just it's a great overall car. It's what you'd expect from a Honda, from an Acura in terms of reliability, things of that nature. But it's got it's got some kind of performance. It really does. It's insane. Now you might be hearing a little bit of feedback. Whoever has the sub and the amp hooked up in here, that hum kind of comes along with hooking it up to a stock system and having feedback and things of that nature through the audio system. So that's all that is. I turned the controller all the way down, and I'm still kind of hearing it go in and out through the speakers. But not really a big deal for me in a car like this. I mean, the way this thing accelerates is so effortless. It's freaking insane. It really is. And it's always there. You have a very reliable powertrain here. It's not like getting a twin turbo V8 or a V10, a V12 and some of these other supercars. You have that same performance, but 3 electric motors and a twin turbo V6. And I've sent this thing several times, and every time it's there, the power's there. There's no lights coming on or anything like that. It's just an impressive car. But I'm gonna give it a pull here as soon as I get out of this corner. Here we go. God, this thing is incredible. It really is. But I want to give a huge thanks again to Auto Pro Nashville, Auto Collection of Murfreesboro, for allowing me to review this car today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information. I guess that third link now, but I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. But what's nuts about this car again is it's such a practical supercar. It's probably the most practical supercar I've ever driven, and I've driven a lot. You get this thing on the interstate, and the ride quality is similar to what I would expect from like any other Acura. It really does ride very smoothly down the interstate here, and this is a rougher patch of interstate as well. But even when I hit bumps, it's not like hitting it in a Huracan. It's not like hitting it in a Ferrari. I'd say it's not even like hitting it in a 911. This car is sensational when it comes to supercar ride quality. The sound acoustics in here are great. You can hear the tires, but again, these are aftermarket, and this is a rougher patch of interstate. But I kind of want to let the car do the talking for a minute. Now, where the engine is right behind you, you hear those turbos putting in work, and that's one of the coolest things about this. The blow-off sound is like nothing else because that twin turbo V6 is directly behind you. And I mean the sound, man, the sound is sensational again. It's fantastic. And honestly, the head cam is kind of I think I need to replace this one because the ride is not doing it justice. It's really not rocky at all. It's a supercar, so it's somewhat stiff, but it's probably the least stiff supercar I've ever been in. This is my kind of car. Like if I had 150 grand, I used to think I wanted a Portofino or Huracan, something like that, but I'd get one of these all day because, again, the practicality of it is immense. Fuel economy, especially in the city, is fantastic. The feeling, the acceleration feel is like nothing else I've been in. And again, the Huracan, I just drove one of those last week. I've driven a couple, but this just is different. You get that EV torque with a twin turbo V6. You can't go wrong with it, especially in a supercar like this. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned, but I believe this has a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel, which isn't a big deal, but just something to keep in mind. Still very adjustable. But what I like about this car is, again, you get that feeling of exhilaration. And as much as I love Lamborghinis, I love Ferraris, a 6-year-old car with 25,000 miles in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, you know, you're expecting some things to go wrong. In this here, I don't see myself having to do any repairs to this for a long time because of the V6, because of Acura's 9-speed double clutch, and because of the twin turbo V6. Now, I'm not saying you'll never have to touch this thing. You still want to go by maintenance, but also I just feel like it won't be the same in terms of just how much it costs to maintain this car. Now, I don't know that for a fact, but I bet money on it. And again, the acceleration, you have a 0 to 60 time of close to 3 seconds. I mean, this is just it's a beast of a car. It really is. And again, when we're in the quiet mode now, like how the EV mode comes on, it really does make a difference in terms of just how easy this car is to drive. Like I'm coasting down the hill here and it's chilling. But then you put that thing in the Sport Plus mode, throw it back, and it's a freaking monster, man. It really is. And again, the torque, whenever you hit the pedal, is what gets you. It's just like, it's crazy. So, I mean, definitely I love the spec here with this indigo interior, the white paint with the white wheels, just a beautiful spec. But also just a freaking phenomenal car. So much fun, so much power here. You're pushing 500 plus with those electric motors, and the twin turbo V6, again, can't go wrong with it. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2019 Acura NSX Sport Hybrid.